happy Wednesday and welcome to our weekly crafting session. My name is Anne Granger and I'm an independent demonstrator here in Canada and I'm excited to be with you. We have been going live at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you are watching me live, you're going to see a red live button up top. And if you're watching on the replay, shout out to my replay warriors. I am excited to be with you guys today. It is a very cool day here in Ontario. Almost feels very fallish, but next week it's supposed to be hot and humid again, which almost will feel like summer. I don't know, it's kind of crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna check my settings and make sure that we look great. And I'm gonna try to find me on my iPad so we can see comments. And I have something I wanna share with you. So when I come to craft in my craft room, aka my happy place, I usually have two things with me. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna start sharing those guys with you guys because I feel like that's a part of me and what I do when I craft. So first of all, I always have a cup of water. So my cup says, a day without chocolate. What does it say? A day without chocolate, well, that's not happening. So I have water in here and I always have chocolate. I'm a huge fan of M&M's. So let's take a sip. And we're gonna get started. I'm going to actually move this out of the way so I don't bump it. But I always have water and I always have chocolate with me. So I'm a huge fan of M&M's, milk chocolate, caramel, anything with nuts, like a huge fan. So do you have a snack when you craft? Are you like a crafty person that likes to snack? Maybe you like enjoying music. I also love playing music, but I can't play music while we're doing a Facebook Live. It's just not, wouldn't be able to hear me. So welcome. As I said, my name is Anne Granger. I'm an independent demonstrator. So please like, comment, and share my video. We want people joining our crafty community. We want crafters that can come in from a day of work and just unwind in their craft room, create maybe a card for a family member or a scrapbook page to reserve a memory, or maybe a 3D item to give to a coworker, a friend, or family. Or maybe you're catching me on the replay and you're doing all those things. Either way, a crafting community, a creative community is where we want to be. So I'm excited to be with you guys tonight. We actually have a project. So next week, our new September to December catalog starts. It is filled to the brim with wonderful new products. I wish I could show you the inside, but I can't as per Stampin' Up policies, but I will be able to share it with you next week. So today I am doing a few sneak peeks for some products. Now I haven't done a big order, but I ordered one of my favorite sweets and that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. So if you're here, say hi. I should pop this into, I'll share it later. But anyways, we're going to flip the camera and we're going to get started. So I'm going to flip my camera so you can see my beautiful front yard where, that's where you will see, like, you can tell it's a very overcast day. And I'm going to flip you up and just make sure that we are looking good here on my camera. Just setting it up. So this is my last week of holidays before I head back to work. I have to say this is the first year I'm pretty excited about it, but I will miss my crafting afternoon sessions, but that's okay because I will be crafting in the evening now. All right, so let's get started. So the product that I'm sharing with you today is called Beary Cute. It is a bundle. It is a stamp set and a coordinating punch, and it is part of the Beary Suite. The Beary Christmas Suite. And in that suite, you get the stamp set, you get embellishments, you get ribbon, you get DSP, and you get, memories and more cards, memories and card envelopes. I wish I could show you the inside of the cover, the page where the spread is. It shows this, but I can't. So I'm just going to pick some of my favorites and share with you. We are going to be creating a project. And then I have a couple samples to share with you. So the first product, so we are using the Beary Cute. So let's just show you this, the Beary Cute. It coordinates with the Beary Christmas Designer Series paper. And then it also coordinates with paper in the designer series paper called A Walk in the Park. Our Walk in the Park paper is gorgeous, and I'm going to share some 6x6 with you. It comes in 12x12, but what I did was I cut it into 6x6 so I could show you in my video. This paper is our product give back for the year. What does that mean? So every time one of these designer series paper packs are sold here in Canada, Stampin' Up is going to donate $4 to Salvation Armies across the Canada to help those families that use that program. How exciting is that? So definitely want to make sure you add this to your order starting on September 2nd. And trust me, you're probably going to want multiple packs. So let's show you the paper. So this is one pattern. Look how cute those little trees are. And then this is the side. So I always find with Stampin' Up papers, one side has patterns on it and then the other is geometric. And I find like this is something that you could use year round. This would make a great masculine card. Look how cute these trees are. And then beautiful snowflakes, which would be a great page. So here is this page. Now I will show you because I cut off a piece. But the punch, the berry punch, the polar bear punch actually coordinates with this paper, and I will show you that. So once again, great pattern. Look at these beautiful pine trees and things like that. You could use that as snowflakes. That could be a fun like birthday card. One of my favorite bushes, and I really feel like I should redo my gardens and put this in, is a holly bush. My grandmother had them, and I love them. So I think I might add some holly bushes to my gardens in the future. Anyways, this reminds me of hollyberry. And look at those beautiful trees. And then here's this pattern again. So this is the polar bear that will fit the punch. As you can see, it will fit that. And then this tree here, I've heard people say fits the Merriest Trees bundle, I think was the name of that. That set is gorgeous, and it is on my list to get in the near future. So that is the Walk in the Park Designer Series paper. As I said, that paper, $4 for every pack here sold in Canada, $4 will go to the Salvation Army. So let's put these aside and get crafting. All right, make sure you take a drink out of your water or coffee or hot chocolate. Actually, today feels like a day that I could use some hot chocolate. I might have to make myself a hot chocolate later. And don't forget to have some chocolate, because we all like, you know, here's my little chocolate bin. It has M&Ms in it. So if you're like me, you love chocolate, you're going to have that. All right, we are using Balmy Blue, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Not to worry, I am going to put this video and all the measurements up on my blog. Plus, I will be uploading it to my YouTube channel. So if you do not follow me on YouTube or my blog, make sure you go and subscribe. So this is my blog right here. Plus, you're also going to want to make sure you sign up for my newsletters, because in my newsletters, I do a weekly recap and I will show you the projects that I created with this sample, so you don't want to miss out. I always do product of the week. All right, we're using that Walk in the Forest DSP. Did I call it Walk in the Park? Walk in the Forest DSP. It is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're just going to go ahead and hear that down. Hopefully I don't run out of adhesive. When do you start making Christmas cards? Do you start in the summer months when you have more time? Are you the person who likes to do them in like October, November? I would really like to hear what you guys are thinking. I tend to make them in the summer, and then I start doing classes. My customers love that. Okay, before we do any stamping, I do want to do something just so it can dry. I really wanted, this color in this pattern paper is Pretty Peacock. I really wanted Pretty Peacock Designer Series, I really wanted Pretty Peacock ribbon, but sadly, we don't have that. Well, I don't have any in my stash. So I was like, how can I make Pretty Peacock ribbon with what I have? So I am using the Azure Afternoon ribbon. This comes in a 3-pack. You get this color, Lemon Lolly, and Pretty Bubble Bath. It's beautiful. I love the little silver edging. I don't know if you can see that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this down, and we're going to grab our stamping blends. Now, these are my old stamping blends, and I'll show you why you want it, because it really does the number on your tip. So we're just going to oh, there's my, what we're gonna do is just take my Stampin' Blend and really just go like this. And as you can see, my tip is like, so if you were wanting to do this for ribbon, which I think is a fun way to add your own colors. Now you can really see that sparkly edging pull out. I would suggest you buy blends that are only for this, otherwise, because you're not going to want to use a tip that looks like that. It's pretty mangled. And as I said, these are like old ones, so when this color wasn't in color, I had it stuck in my stash, so I actually have new ones on its way. I think that should be enough. All right, so let's just one more here, make it nice and dark. And I'm just gonna set this aside and let it dry. Okay, so we're just gonna move that over there and let it dry. I'll move this, put this over here. Okay, so I have a piece of Pretty Peak. Oh my God, that was a mouthful. I have a piece of Pretty Peacock cardstock. It is 2 by 5 1/4. I am going to use the Beary Cute Stamp set that says Merry Christmas. Actually, yeah, Merry Christmas. And we're going to stamp that in Pretty Peacock. So the one thing I love about Stampin' Up is that everything coordinates. I can go from designer series paper to cardstock, to ribbon, to embellishments. Like, it's one of my favorite things about when you're crafting, that everything coordinates. So we're gonna ink up Merry Christmas in Pretty Peacock. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do some random stamping. I like just, you know, some will have the words, some, you know, be like that. Make sure I press here a little harder. It's okay, some of that's gonna be covered up. Okay, so there's that. Oh, and I need to clean off my ink pad. So I have our Stampin' Mist, and I'm just going to spray it. And then I'm going to take our block and clean it. You definitely want to make sure you have some type of cleaner for your blocks. I highly recommend our Stampin' Scrub and our mist, because there's this condition in the paper, in the mist, that conditions the rubber on the stamps, which will make your stamp stay around for a little longer. All right, so, oh, I actually need that again. So we're just gonna move that aside. While I have this here and the Pretty Peacock out, I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas in the bottom. Okay. All right, so let's put this away. And we're going to move this out of my way. And we're going to bring in our card. So let's put this away. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tape this down. And we're going to, oops, I gotta find my card. Bring this in on the side. I really like to know what time you guys like Facebook Lives. Actually, I'm just gonna leave this over. Like, is mid-afternoon? Are you a person who watches Facebook Lives in the evening? Do you watch them like midday? I kind of love to know. I'd love to know what you guys are thinking. All right, so as I told you, this is the Walk in the Forest design. Is that what it's called? I want to say a walk in the park, but I don't think that's it. I wish I could show you the catalog, but I can't. It is called a Walk in the Forest designer series paper. I was right. So as I told you, this punch coordinates with this paper, but I need to trim off a little bit here. So let's do this. Always keep your pieces like this, like scraps, because you never know. You could always use it for something. All right, so the one thing I love about punches, and the one thing I love about Stampin' Up, is they're making our punches coordinate with our designer series paper. It just adds another element on way you could use products. So when I stamp, I like to stamp this way, because if I was to go this way, I would not know where my punch is. So I always like to stamp towards me. Now, what we're gonna do is we're going to use that other paper, and we're going to fussy cut out this tree. So that just means, you know what, and I'm gonna keep this tree here because I think it's something that we could use down the road. All right, so we're just gonna fussy cut. If anyone has commented and I haven't seen your comments come through, I will go back and answer them. If you're just joining me, welcome, welcome to our crafty session. I do go live every Wednesday. And if I don't not going live, I will let you know to bring you a crafty project. Today I shared with you that when I'm in my room, I love to drink. I'm not a coffee person or a pop person, so my big go-to is water. So I have a mug of water beside me, and I'm always have chocolate on my table. So I have my M&Ms in front of me. And these are the M&M peanut butters, which are so good. Any M&Ms are good. Anything chocolate is good. All right, so we're going to pop this tree up. Just have some dimensionals. Okay, so when you're using your dimensionals, so let me see, your dimensionals will look like this. These are the small ones, these are the big ones. Make sure you trim around the edges because there's lots of great pieces still left. And I like it that you can make them big or small or however you need them. Now, I gotta make sure I don't put these in my M&Ms. I need to put them over here. All right. So we're gonna pop up the tree and I'm gonna pop up the bear. So now when I wanna pop up the bear, I don't wanna put a pop-up on this side of my bear because if I do, this part will be raised. So what I wanna do is I wanna add tape. Why are we not going here? Oh, we might be at the end. Oh, I might be able to get some. Okay, and then, oh, not on my paper. And then I'm gonna put a dimensional here at the back. Oh, look at that. I dropped it in my M&Ms. Did you see that? That is why. Oh my gosh, maybe I need a different tape. Maybe I should put my M&Ms on the other side. I knew I was going to do that. Oh, wow. It just shows you the fun. All right, we're going to bring in our bear. So there is our polar bear. And now I'm going to put this on this little bit of on a slant. I could put it like that. But I kind of like it a little bit on a slant. And we're going to pop this up because this is going to go on to my card base. Okay, and I'm just going to put it like that so you see a little bit of the background. And I'm going to bring in, I'm going to bring in our ribbon first. So as you're just joining us, I colored this ribbon with our Stampin' Blends. It's actually the Azure Afternoon. So, and it actually makes the ribbon really stiff. As you can see, this is stiff compared to the other side. And I'm just going to, so like when I kind of just play around with my bow till I like it to the spot. Okay, so there's that. Let me get a pair of good sharp scissors. Okay, make sure I don't put that in my M&M bin again. Oh, while we're eating, I'm gonna have an M&M. Can never have enough chocolate. When you craft, what do you like to, do you have a snack? Do you play music? Do you play movies? Do you have a drink? What do you do? Tell me. I tried watching movies because I always hear about my Stampin' Up! Friends. They'll be like, oh yeah, I'm in my room, I watch a movie. And I literally tried it. And I was so, I was watching the movie that I came back to my project and was like, what was I doing? So that is not for me. I am very much more of a music person and a person who listens to training. I'm always trying to better my best. So, all right. So there's my card. I'm going to grab our Take a Pick tool. I'm going to use the pointy end. And I'm going to grab some these glitter sequins. These are also part of the where do I want it? Right there. These are also a part of the Beary Christmas Suite. Like I said, there is ribbon. I chose not to use the ribbon. It's a pretty bulky ribbon, and I wanted to actually a pretty peacock ribbon, which they didn't have, so I knew that I wanted to have that. All right, and there, oops, one more thing. Never leave your inside. Always stamp your inside. So let's do some inside, and let's put Christmas is Better Together. Let's stamp that in Pretty Peacock. So I'm just gonna lay this down. Bring in my Pretty Peacock ink. I'm actually gonna move this out of the way so I don't hit. Christmas is Better Together. And let's do, let me see. You know what? Let's do a little baby polar bear. Maybe we'll just leave it. I think I'm gonna leave it just because in case people want to write a bigger space. Okay, so let's flip this over. Let's grab my adhesive. Let's hope I have enough to finish my card here. I see I'm going to run out soon. And let's put this in. I really like this color combination of Balmy Blue and Pretty Peacock. It's a very pretty one. And there you go. So there is our card for today, showcasing the Beary Cute Stamp Set and the Walk in the Park Designer Series. Oh my God, it should be called Walk in the Park. Walk in the Forest Designer Series paper. Let me show you some other samples I've made with this. I have been working on some projects behind scene, but sadly I cannot show you them yet until after my demo training event in October. So here's another one. I did a mystery stamping with my team last night, and this is the one that we made. So just a little cute. There's some more of those. There's that glittery ribbon that is part of the suite. And then the last one I made was I cased one of the swap cards I got. I love the layout and I switched it up. So for this one, I used the, I cut the polar bear from the Beary Cute Designer Series paper. This is the Snowfall Sky 3D embossing folder, which is also part of the suite. I used the Designer Series paper. I used that glitter sequence. I used the navy ribbon that is from the annual catalog. Check out these. Did you guys notice this? This is the new deckled circles. These are a must. Oh my gosh, the biggest one is huge. I borrowed my friend, so I would show you to you, but I don't have it. I've just borrowed hers to cut out some images. And then I used the Stylish Shape dies and the greeting, wishing you a festive Christmas. When I was looking at this, I was like, oh, he looks really festive, and the stamp set's greeting didn't really work for me. So this is actually from the Trucking Along stamp set. So I love showing you ways to combine stamp sets to make a project. So there you go. Pretty simple and easy. Yes, they have layers, but once you start crafting, you will want to add layers. It makes your card really special. Now, who wouldn't want to get one of these cards in the mail during the holiday season? So, if you wish to order any of these products will be available starting next Wednesday, September 6th. And you can always head to my blog, www.stampwithanne.com, click shop now, or you can email me your order and I would be happy to submit it for you. But the best way to do it is online because you can shop 24/7. All right, we're gonna try something. I'm gonna flip you back down so where you're going to see my outside, and I'm gonna flip you to end the video. So let's see how this works. I'm really trying to improve my videos, so any feedback is always good. Oh, I'm actually gonna, yeah, I'm gonna flip you down so you should see my window. Do you see my hummingbird feeders? I have a bird feeder in the tree, but you can't really see it. And I'm gonna flip you back. All right, everyone, I hope you guys had a great crafting session time with me. As I said, I go live every Wednesday at 4:30. So next Wednesday is actually my first day back to work. I will keep you posted. I'm really hoping I will go live with a project. And it might be a catalog walkthrough because that's the first day of the catalog, where I can show you some of the products I have and things. So I think I might do that, and I will do that around 4:30. Or I might do it a little bit later just to give me time to get home from work because I know I will be tired that first day of school. So what do you want to need when you want to craft? Don't forget your snacks, M&Ms. Don't forget your cup of coffee, hot chocolate, water, whatever you need. And don't forget to grab a crafting project and join us for a crafty session every Wednesday. All right, everyone. As I said, I will upload all of these projects for you tomorrow. It will be up on my blog and my YouTube. And make sure to check back because I have some other projects that I will be sharing with you this week using some other products from the Holiday Mini. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. It is a cool one here, as I told you, here in Ontario. It actually makes me want to go put on my warm fuzzy socks and my warm pajama bottoms and make myself a hot chocolate. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually thinking for supper that I might make lasagna soup because that's just a kind of feeling day that it feels like you want to have those warm, comforting foods. It's a comforting food day, that's what I'm saying. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will see you guys next Wednesday. I would love to hear your feedback if you're watching live or watching the replay. But either way, thanks for joining me on this crafty session, and we will see you next Wednesday night. I will let you know the time. Bye, everyone.